A 72-year-old woman's unexpected mistake. Are you making it too? This morning, a 72-year-old woman passed away unexpectedly. The cause? A simple mistake, one she made without even realizing it. It's something so common that countless people over 70 do it every single day. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to small habits that once seemed harmless. But over time, these seemingly minor choices can add up, putting our health at serious risk. In today's video, we're uncovering 4 common morning mistakes that could be putting you in danger without you even knowing it. These habits can affect your heart, circulation, balance, and even brain function. And the worst part? Most people over 70 make at least one of these mistakes every single morning. But here's the good news. Once you're aware of them, they're easy to fix. A few simple changes could mean the difference between a healthy, active life and a serious medical emergency. Make sure to stick around until the end because the final mistake is one that almost no one talks about, but it's one of the most dangerous. It can increase your risk of falls, dizziness, and even heart problems, and most seniors have no idea they're doing it. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. And if you find this information helpful, let me know in the comments. Type 1 if you liked it, or 0 if you didn't, so I can keep improving my content for you. Now let's get started. Mistake number 1, getting out of bed too quickly. One of the most dangerous things you can do in the morning is something that seems completely harmless, getting out of bed too fast. You might not think twice about it, but for older adults, this simple habit can lead to dizziness, sudden drops in blood pressure, and even dangerous falls. As we age, our circulatory system doesn't adjust as quickly as it used to. After lying down for several hours, blood pools in the lower part of your body. If you sit up or stand too quickly, your blood pressure can drop sharply, a condition called orthostatic hypertension. That's why so many people over 70 experience morning dizziness or lightheadedness. Think back to the last time you got out of bed. Did you feel a little off balance for a few seconds? Maybe your vision blurred, or you had to steady yourself before taking your first step? That's your body warning you. And if you're not careful, that moment of instability could lead to a fall. Take Edward, for example. At 74, he had a habit of waking up, swinging his legs over the side of the bed, and standing up immediately. He never thought much of it until one morning he blacked out for a split second and lost his footing. Thankfully, he landed back on the bed, but that moment made him realize how dangerous his habit was. How to fix it? The solution is simple but powerful. Instead of jumping out of bed, follow this 3-step process. Wake up slowly. Take a few deep breaths, wiggle your fingers and toes, and let your body adjust. Sit up gradually. Roll onto your side, place your feet on the floor, and pause for a moment before standing. Steady yourself. Move your ankles, stretch your arms, and give your body a few seconds to adjust before taking your first step. It may seem like a small change, but it can drastically reduce your risk of dizziness, imbalance, and falls. And as you know, falls are one of the biggest dangers for older adults, leading to broken bones, hospital stays, and even long-term mobility issues. So if you've been getting out of bed too quickly, take a step back and rethink your morning routine. Those extra few seconds could literally save your life. Mistake number 2. Skipping water in the morning. One of the most overlooked yet most dangerous mistakes people over 70 make every morning is not drinking water first thing after waking up. Most people don't think of hydration as urgent in the morning, but after hours of sleep, your body is actually in a state of mild dehydration, and for older adults, that can have serious consequences. Here's why. While you sleep, your body loses fluids through breathing and sweating. By the time you wake up, your blood is thicker, your circulation is slower, and your body is operating at a slight deficit. If you don't replenish that fluid right away, it can increase your risk of high blood pressure, poor circulation, stroke, or heart attack. Think about your mornings. Do you ever wake up with a dry mouth? Do your joints feel stiff? Does it take a while before you feel fully awake? These can all be signs of dehydration. And if your first drink of the day is coffee instead of water, you could actually be making the problem worse. Mistake number 2, skipping water in the morning. For decades, his morning routine was the same. Wake up, pour a cup of coffee, and start the day. He never thought twice about it, but as the years went by, he started noticing something: occasional dizziness, brain fog, and low energy in the mornings. It wasn't until his doctor suggested drinking water first thing that things changed. Within just a few weeks, he felt a noticeable difference. His headaches became less frequent, he felt more alert, and his energy levels improved. That's because water plays a critical role in keeping your body functioning properly. It helps your blood circulate efficiently, supports kidney function, and even reduces strain on your heart. When you drink water first thing in the morning, it jump-starts your metabolism, rehydrates your organs, and gets your circulation moving the way it should. And if you struggle with digestion, morning hydration can help keep things running smoothly. How to make it a habit. If you don't normally drink water in the morning, start small. A simple glass right after you wake up. You can even keep a glass by your bedside to make it easier. Prefer something warm? Try warm water with a squeeze of lemon for an extra refreshing start. Remember, don't wait until you're thirsty. By the time you feel thirsty, your body is already dehydrated. Make drinking water part of your morning routine, and your body will thank you for it. If you're still here and finding these insights valuable, comment 2 below to let me know. Now, let's move on to mistake number 3, drinking coffee before eating anything. For many people, the morning doesn't officially begin until they've had their first cup of coffee. It's a routine they've followed for years. Wake up, grab a cup, and start the day. But here's the problem. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can be one of the worst things you do for your body, especially after 70. When you wake up, your stomach is empty, your blood sugar levels are low, and your digestive system is just waking up. On top of that, your cortisol levels, the body's natural stress hormone, are at their peak. Drinking coffee first thing spikes cortisol even higher, which can lead to increased stress on the body, digestive discomfort, long-term issues like acid reflux and stomach irritation. If you've ever had a morning coffee and felt jittery, lightheaded, or even a little nauseous, that's your body sending you a warning. The acidity in coffee can irritate an empty stomach, making symptoms like acid reflux, heartburn, and indigestion worse, especially for older adults with more sensitive digestion. Just ask Robert, 75. For years, he started his day with black coffee first, food later. He never thought much of it until he started experiencing acid reflux almost daily. At first, he blamed it on spicy foods or simply getting older. But after talking to his doctor, he learned that drinking coffee before eating was stressing his digestive system. Once he started having a small snack before his coffee, something light like a banana or a handful of nuts, his acid reflux dramatically improved. How to fix it? You don't have to give up coffee, you just have to adjust the timing. Eat something small first, a piece of fruit, a few crackers, or a slice of toast. Then enjoy your coffee. This buffers the acidity, stabilizes blood sugar, and reduces stress on your body. And if you've ever noticed that coffee leaves you feeling anxious or jittery, eating first can help smooth out that energy boost so you don't get hit with a sudden crash. So tomorrow morning, before you take that first sip, ask yourself, have I given my body something to work with? A small change in routine can go a long way in protecting your stomach, balancing your energy, and keeping you feeling your best. Mistake number 4, ignoring morning stiffness and moving too quickly. Think back to a morning when you got out of bed and felt that familiar stiffness in your back, knees, or shoulders. Maybe it faded after a few minutes, or maybe you shrugged it off, thinking it was just part of aging. But here's the thing. Ignoring morning stiffness day after day can lead to bigger problems. Over time, it can result in limited mobility, chronic pain, or even a sudden injury that could have been avoided. Take Walter, 78. He considered himself pretty active, so when he woke up feeling stiff, he would just push through it. Then one morning, as he was heading to the bathroom, he took a step, lost his balance, and landed hard on his hip. That one fall led to months of recovery, all because he hadn't taken just a few extra minutes to warm up his body before moving. How to avoid this mistake? The good news: preventing this is simple. Before you even sit up in bed, wake up your joints gently. Start small. Wiggle your fingers and toes, rotate your ankles, and stretch your arms. Loosen up your hips. While still lying down, try a few knee lifts or slow leg movements. Ease into movement. Once you sit up, roll your shoulders, take deep breaths, and do a light stretch before standing. This takes less than a minute, but it makes a world of difference. A few extra moments of gentle movement can be the difference between feeling stiff and unsteady or stepping into your day with confidence. And when you do get up, be mindful of your first steps. Use a sturdy surface for support if needed. Don't rush, especially in dim lighting. Give your muscles and joints time to adjust. So next time you wake up feeling stiff, don't ignore it. Take a moment to prepare your body for movement. Staying active and independent starts with protecting your mobility, and that begins the moment you get out of bed. If you're still here and finding these insights valuable, comment below to let me know. Now let's wrap things up. Final thoughts. Small changes, big impact. Now that we've gone through these 4 common morning mistakes, take a moment to think about your own routine. Have you ever made one of these without realizing it? The truth is, your morning habits set the tone for the rest of the day, and after 70, they become even more important. But making positive changes doesn't mean drastic overhauls. It's about small, mindful adjustments that protect your body, keep your mind sharp, help you start your day feeling your best. Whether it's taking an extra moment before getting out of bed, staying hydrated, being mindful of coffee on an empty stomach, or easing into movement, these small choices add up. Over time, they can mean the difference between staying active and independent or facing avoidable health challenges. Aging doesn't have to mean declining health. Many issues can be prevented with simple, everyday decisions. And now that you know these 4 common mistakes, you have the power to avoid them and take control of your mornings in a way that supports long-term health and well-being. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these morning habits do you need to adjust? Or which one do you feel you've already been doing right? Drop a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your own life. Your insights matter, and reading your comments is a huge motivation for us. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Blast off!